everyone. Welcome back to Spring into Math 7. I'm Mrs. Campbell, and today we're going to be talking about solving two-step equations. Let's get started. Solving two-step equations is actually really easy. Just work to isolate your variable one step at a time. Let's take a look at an example. The example we have is 4x minus 9 equals 11. So we've talked about this in previous videos, in our previous lessons. We just need to isolate the variable. We need to use our inverse operations. So if the question's asking us to subtract 9, we're going to add 9 because that's the inverse operation. So 4x minus 9 equals 11. We're going to add 9 to both sides of the equal sign. And this cancels out. So now I have 4x equals 20 because 11 plus 9 is 20. Now this is telling me multiply, so I'll do the inverse, which is to divide. I will divide both sides by 4. 4x divided by 4 equals 20 over 4. My 4's will cancel out. I've now isolated my variable x, and x equals 5 because 20 divided by 4 is 5. Now it's really important too to check your work, and the way that you check your work is you plug in your answer where the variable is. So we said that our answer was that x equals 5. So I'm just going to plug 5 in to the original equation and see if it works. So let's take a look. 4 times 5 minus 9. Does 4 times 5 minus 9 equal 11? Well, let's see. 4 times 5 is 20. Minus 9 equals 11. 20 minus 9 equals 11. Oh, look at that. It works out. So that tells me that I've done the work correctly. All right, let's try another one. Negative 1/2 g equals 9. Now basically when I have the 1/2 g, it's telling me to multiply negative 1/2 to g. And the opposite of multiplication is division. And to divide fractions, I multiply by the reciprocal. They cancel out. And my variable g is isolated on this side of the equal sign. On the other side of the equal sign, I had a 9, which I'll put as 9 over 1, times negative 2 over 1. 9 times negative 2 is negative 18 over 1. So my answer is g equals negative 18. Now let's plug our negative 18 in for our variable and see if our answer is correct. Negative 1/2 times negative 18 over 1, or negative 18, equals, does that equal 9? Well, actually it does, because that equals 18 over 2. Does 18 divided by 2 equal 9? Yes, it does. So we did the work correctly on that one as well. All right, now you try. Go ahead and pause the video, grab a piece of scratch paper, and see if you can solve this one. You're trying to solve for b. Negative 3/4 b, 3/4 b minus 2/3 equals 7 over 3. 7 over 3. See if you can solve for b. Good luck. All right, welcome back everyone. How did you do? Were you able to solve for b? Let's take a look. So our problem was 3 over 4b minus 2/3 equals 7 over 3. So we've got 3 over 4b minus 2/3 equals 7 over 3. The first thing you need to do is add 2/3 to both sides. This cancels out. And now you have 3 over 4b equals 9 over 3. Now the next thing we're going to want to do is multiply by the reciprocal of 3 over 4, 3/4, which would be 4/3. Now these will cancel out, leaving me 1b or b. And now we need to multiply 9 over 3 times 4 over 3. 9 times 4 is 36, and 3 times 3 is 9. So b equals 36 over 9, and simplified, b equals 4. Was that the answer you got? Did you check your work? Let's take a look if it's the right answer. What you do to see if you've got the right answer is you plug what your answer is in for the variable b. So we're going to put 4 in where the b was. 3/4 times 4 minus 2/3. Does that equal 7/3? All right, so we got 3 over 4 times 4 over 1 minus 2 over 3 equals 7 over 3. I'm doing the multiplication here, and I get 12 over 4 minus 2/3 equals 7/3. Simplify that even further. 12 over 4 is the same thing as a whole 3. Minus 2/3 equals 7 over 3. Now I want to put this into fraction form to make it easier to subtract, because remember I have to have a common denominator when I'm working with fractions, when I'm subtracting fractions. And so I will have to change this into 9 over 3. Multiply the 3 by 3 and the 1 by 3. Now I can subtract. 9 over 3 minus 2 over 3. Does that equal 7 over 3? Well, yes, it does. All right, guys, that just about wraps it up for this lesson. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.